Nus in the dollar Riching, Shakor Gacharis, Ta Conlon, it's Sour Emission Son, better come on there, Sora Hage, Nicky Quaid Vig.
Good McCraw Coolilla, Akub.
Mission, Delegate Bobby Duggan. So it's a huge sheer, Mulcahy Benjamin again. The Coon of Day Big Dishkin Fiachan der Shin reached. Short the Stachan Son, Augusta Son Harris and Trasnon. Paul Brown is starting with time to get Shinach and skill. Eleri Kian Lynch and Echrahu.
And a skill or fat Leary here. Some Shin and Clare tacht the Rishan Show, August Shin Galvin, tacht and Shin, August Shin, Anna Ragrar, Fado Colum Galvin, Ferratar Gimmert, our Bower or Hostel Huffer.
Oh, that a Chahel, this Jerry Animante, a score on Gadernach Screams, Vision Hang Anasrum. As toch het de Roosje te Captain Son. The Reach talk a topic top Morrissey. Neemt de sterke das Love Brown. Vecht aan de Vrousig. Sterke Joe Declan Hannon. Speelt een stitter Fischke Geshoed. Nish. Ross Cat Hickey agus Galvin. Boy Hickey en Ross agus had Bert Lastig. Declan Hannon Rinnekoch gan één. Nish Hannon. Short de sterke Geshoed. Agus Shin Print aan de vrouw. On Lee Hanemo. Cooking in Ishiko. Nachtasha put Viskanra Harmashiga Limnach dead here. Well, better Katach again Gabo Stevie Fitzgeraldson and one painter at a day of Lena, a painter I'm Shahid and Darlene again Declan Hannon. Agus ta hitnum to stay Agus begun in the Hush Cotton so Agus some Coulson and them Chicago. They can write to get a Flanagan. Darlene, Declan Hannon, Trish. Camilla, Agus, I just saw it just how right, Papa said on again, Lawrence on it.
Well, Tashin and Carol Cam. With the way Stina Chinner scored Limnach and Shinnach will score a 1-5 on Nimmerton at Tussie, Shin Graham Mulcahy.
Flanagan, just draw Bobby Duggan. Bruchamach, Conor Ryan, Glushtach and Keen and Son Agus Takashtach Saverna. Tan Condon Mata in the Ala Rimish, McGrath. With the Stachy Geshoed, Steel, Alling, Leshkuil, Gaulish again, McGrath, Achtashe, Krinisan.
Well, I can't find Dini Ekfall scoring though, Nimmer Shin and Trio can Coolin fight on Nimmer take Conor McGrath. Agus there and Teve me Cartherish, the Visha, from the Canchin all.
Visha fighting son, Agus Denta Gadaska, John Fitzgibbon. Iron Shea. Roaden or Yacker, Shachas Cowan Bader. That's a blue jet that was left for the Son of East. A lot of Mayanik. Ah, Jet turn out so far to get Brown against Toss Bossel Ashley. Mara Jet to get Enga Hayan. Saha Gadisha. Rice scoring again.
Well, Imror Lord Park needs to the cheer for Lahar Paul Brown. Galorla done the Auburn the Goppel John Tiger and Glehan and Shin. Bush Harkey and Dillon and Shin. Lena Visha and Shin done Puckamach. Agus Anna Ruher Fad. Agus Mia Carter and Nachasha and Chesney.
No, and a count back for the McInerney. And I'll look at that for Northern Skilson against the Clardini. Shot the Stachy Geshoed. Shint paint. Sprackig agus a sportig a Rinnekoch.
Shin Cameron's bride by David McInerney. Gimmert mar lech Uli Lárach. Tírochos cór an lína lán cúla tá sé Gimmert agus ní léndana a chanig sé machtan slitter sin.
Seachún Barry Nash. Neartige galbna chahabdach which she could her yeshige. In a mach govoil. Agus bhórn trú sin. Machareish. Another one in that head of hot topic so I get Fergal Harbour nach ní lén bhí near the buck of mach agus Nash and son atá chórt a bhí.
Tá sé chórt a bhí agus sin bulir sa glagad an sin. Doch again Nash and Shin.
Well, continue on getting Visha the Roge Galvin Upodro and the Vina Tachtestach, Harnishestach, Ach, Gan Tsuna Troke again right over the very Nash. Agus the ball deal with the McInerney. Agus a race Tahara Harkontalo, Shin Pokedika, a howl off on us.
Tom Candony dribbled and Charles from right Orix, Carta Wheeler, Tacht and Chad Derin.
Well, Bobby Duggan saw the point. Action Derek on Head Laha and saw a Howlone, Poxire, Bobby Duggan and Clare, agus Docker Cheshire, Kilkie in the Free Theatre, Rodney Dylan, Chesh Tachta Deer, Shinnigs Top Painter, and a Hoyland saw again, got there and short the staff. Koch up there in the phone, Tony Kelly, Neil Kelly are fall. Agus sin gaisce dient again got there.
Well, for sin Dara Shanson sin by TJ Ryan or hostel sin or in the Cossentory sin a reach so shit and Dara Shanson of on Slitter Kyle Tiger dos for Sherash Galvin Reach and Slitter Chow.
Ja, quick in the 20s got out in the board and Ishika Shachin McCra reached the Vin Dowdal leader the Versa a Skyler Fay the son of Mata a Huncha Facker for real Shin Kionala.
Well, Bedu will and Tara at the end.
Kilkie to get Conor McGrath ish agus a reached on Televuta again Clare Shane O'Donnell Smachter go Hogner Faden son again Pluch to get Bertica Shelley Kurashir and son Toka Kamafe Vrew and son again Reedy Machni Galvin Wultistach again Show agus Pennixon and Sprickamach Matashi Fadagalor Rodaha Tosnahe Le Boost Satanala
Clare Tussig ma reach the Dara Lanshaw agus na scoran ag tach go Chov on Imerton shin idir Galvin agus McGrath John Conlon agus Reedy tá sé den an na score name sure.
Tamil Fada Cattiga Limnach the Rhina Hen B Tamil Fada Cattiga Richie McCarthy gan na Chirnul den Multorna Raveni Ro Ulka Geshle Shach Declan Hannon the coward Chamain Pa Kelly agus an chéad scór sa tarna ag Limnach.
Sin ceanna bhí.
Stutter fest na brog an sunnastig. Chéad chlippert. Tuca leis ag Cian Lynch. Wa sé macha John Cleháin beidir. Sian sa chofad a Diarmid Burns. Well, taka a Dave Deshenson, the Ocean's pass and beidir sa chréf ach a Stegenson tá Declan Hannon. Oma gesúd Casas echar Harris tras ná agus pint on Imerton dead here again.
Well, sin an sais sin Imerton tag testal by Limnach and sin Deach Diarmid Burns a stach go Clifton sin Honnig Sugar or Declan Hannon ag tacht amach agus slit.
Orna sa chéad sin Imerton tarna leis agus sin slitter ná thic for go bracher. Darni Vens Einish ma bhí an ainge a rohar a stach skilani asige Brown. Plocht am átá ach tá sé fósa tú. Súra canis a bit na sálga Paul Brown gan coward dá líadón réitóirige. Tom Morrissey nish a dírige istutter gáardach leis ach David McInerney a techt amach ach Carv an takeocht the Brown and son. Richie English. Machri Condon. Gluisiocht de stach McGrath a sunk de chula ag showed Cavar Binte Broid. Melina Nuasinish leis a túr fe feinte. Beg agus tá an taxan diantige chana cheatúirt an bheróg bhí misteach tá stáilin Conlon well tá sé chuir díadach leistigh den gúlaige Conlon sin ceacht de lead a takean níos an bhirn fe bhíon is fethe.
Sin an scóraigh Conlon an sin a bhí ag fannacht an sin. Botún gente go Richie English an sin agus David Reedy ag teach an park an seo agus Tom Morrissey ag fágáil na park an sin agus léiríonn sé dochan na decreachtaí atá ag Limnach na tasathe.
Sean Vertrahar mihe marsin ag a bhainte seo. David Reedy mar dúirí sé stig. Cian Lynch did ag an bhrisise sin a gáilt agus Cin Hannon agus ceann eile fós feite ag siúd. David Fitzgerald hí ar a David agus é grísa na nimiróirí an sa. Clare so síos ó Rhina Hen go Rhina Hen na bhíle cúpla bliain an nósanis. Seo chun Bobby Duggan agus tá sé hénig sásta leis an Gownson. Ach tá sé
points up towards Graham Mulcahy. Has a lot of work to do, having bounced that to himself. Turns in now, faces Paul Flanagan. James Ryan darts off, has a go, looks useful. Very good score. James Ryan's first. A lot of Limerick players here waiting for this one. Kept in place somehow by Diarmid Burns. Onto it, Richie English, stolen from him. O'Donnell has it, out to McGrath. McGrath hitting it. Is it going to turn inside? It's just about done so. Another for Conor McGrath. Towards Cian Lynch, trying to take it in his stride. Eventually left there. And it's David Reedy who hits this shot and hits it over the bar. Another one for Limerick, but far, far too late in the game. It means 4 points between the teams, and the referee is ready to blow the final whistle here. Victory for Clare against the great rivals up the road from Limerick. Only 4 points between the teams at the end, but a job well done by Davy Fitzgerald, by Donald O'Cusack and by Clare overall. And the final score in Ennis is Clare 119, Limerick 18 points.
The one thing you can't beat, Ger, is tackling and blocking and hassling and that enthusiasm. And maybe over the last year or two, I felt we could have been a small bit better in that department. And trust me, we're not even near there yet, but we're getting back there. I think we'd still be a bit off the big teams that are there. But you know what? It's early in the year, but we know what we want to do and where we want to go, and we'll try our very best to get right back up competitive.
It's very disappointing because we kind of set it as the early season goal and we wanted to get out of Division 1B, and we just really wanted to come down here and put in a performance and win the game, and it was always going to be difficult. Clare a good side obviously, and you know, I mean, it's very disappointing, but look, we have a quarter final to look forward to. We've done a Piercy lads coming back. We've got to pick ourselves up now and get ready for that.
Well, Clare first out of the stalls today, and indeed they never looked back. Brendan, looking at that game, and I think TJ touched on it there, obviously, you know, it was in Ennis, and that's Clare's home ground and all that kind of stuff. Personally, I was expecting more from Limerick today out of that.
Yeah, you'd have to say that was the same way. There was 9,000 at it, but I think it's symptomatic of Division 1B hurling. Both of these teams haven't played at this high level until they've met each other. There's a lot of mistakes throughout the game, the use of the ball. When Limerick went down to 14 men, they kept a sweeper all the time, which I felt they could have maybe pushed out and shown a bit more to try to attack the game. But I suppose at the end of it all, TJ Ryan be saying to himself, look, I'm getting it, a Piercy boys back in, and they should be on a high. But it will be disappointing that they didn't have a bigger cut off of Clare today.
Sure, yeah. You mentioned it there a moment ago. You said to me earlier on, the sweepers are still around.
They are, yeah. QC Park is well cleaned today with the sweepers. Like we showed here, I mean, at the first half we had 2 sweepers, but when Nash was sent off, Clare had an extra spare man. So then the normal thing is when Nicky Quaid plays it out to his full-back, Richie McCarthy, you'd expect him to play it through the lines, play it through the channels, but he doesn't. He goes for the big, long ball. The problem there is obviously the whole of Clare are waiting down the other end of the pitch, Michael. So they had a perfect launch pad, and that's why I think Clare could have won by an awful lot more today if they used the ball through the middle that little bit smarter. They had the men, but also then when you have the sweeper, you can't just mark space. Cian Dillon marches up the middle. There's Limerick defenders all over the place, but they're just marking space. There's nobody going to engage him, and he takes a great point. And then also the sweeper obviously needs to be dynamic. When the ball goes down the side, Colin Galvin hits a great ball down the side. Now at this stage you'd expect the sweeper to close it off. They've 3v2, but unfortunately this example, Conor McGrath gets an opportunity to plant his 2 feet, have a little look, could have had a cup of tea as well while he was at it, and put the ball between the posts. So that'll be the disappointing thing I think from Limerick and TJ when he looks at it this evening, is that they should have pushed up, I think, that little bit more to, you know, put that Clare backline under more pressure.
Let's have a look at one player, Brendan, John Conlon, because John had a fair influence on the outcome of this game today.
Yeah, well, throughout the league, Clare have been trying different guys inside in the full forward line, but they've really, Davy has saved the best to last, really, John Conlon. Big, strong man, breaks in here. Look, we have to say he took way too many steps. For me, I would say it was a penalty because the advantage was gone after the 5th or 6th or 7th or maybe 8th step he took. But he also gives you this long ball option. McInerney puts the ball inside in the edge of the square. John Conlon has caused panic again. It's another call for a penalty. It's inside when he's pulled down. So again, it's another penalty opportunity for Clare. They got a 21-yard free. But also then I think this kind of summed up the way Clare's day, or Limerick's day, had gone. Shane O'Donnell came in, picked out the cornerback's pocket. Conlon was on to put it over the bar. But overall, John Conlon provided a great focal point for the Clare attack, you know. And I think he's the kind of player Davy was holding in reserve. So when you talk about Davy after he was interviewed about the tactics and all, this is something they'd have been holding, and it really worked a treat today for Clare.
We know that Limerick still have a quarter-final place to look forward to, Anthony, but as you guys were touching on there a moment ago, there's nothing like playing in the top division, and Clare have achieved that, and Limerick haven't.
I think Limerick have more underage and promising players coming through than maybe any other county, even including Waterford or Clare. All-Ireland winners, All-Ireland under-21 winners last year. A lot of them play with UL and Mary I, One Fitzgibbon and Limerick IT. And they'll need Division 1A to really to get that experience to play against the top-class forwards and defenders that are out there.
And I suppose as well, Anthony, with Limerick, it's a case of guiding